I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Hey everyone, welcome back to the 4th episode of the Barnes Podcast. Yay! You can see we have a guest. I don't know if you've met him yet. We have a new guest. His name is Cooper. He's one of our 5 animals. And he's being a little bit of a bum right now.
Yeah, he was sitting beside me licking his arms, but I stopped that because when he licks his arms, he doesn't stop licking his arms.
Yeah.
So I sent him over there, and now he's comfortable.
We always make fun of him. We're like, Cooper, stop. You're going to have no arms left. You're going to have stubs.
Yeah, well, it's not even that. It's that he leaves little
wet marks
on the
everywhere.
couch, and I dislike it.
Yes. And you can hear Luna already.
You can see Luna now.
Right
that
off the
did
bat.
Not take very long. All of 10 seconds.
Hi, Sweet. Hi, baby. You okay? She's super vocal today because I think she's
Cooper's
Twitter
snarling at her.
Is he? Oh, mister, you be nice. What the heck?
He's jealous. He's a little jerk.
Oh my gosh. You don't be mean to the little baby.
That was the slowest, I saw it coming too. You freaking jerk.
Cooper.
Look at it. He's like,
you be nice.
No one can have mummy.
What the heck?
I am the only one that can have mummy.
Everyone can have me. It's okay.
God, what a jerk.
I know.
Bet you if I come close, he'll freaking show his teeth.
Yeah, he always does.
Why are you biting me? What the fuck?
Because you're not petting her. You're just letting her pet you.
I don't want to pet it.
I don't want to pet it. Call her in it.
I don't want to pet her.
She's okay.
God. Freaking temperamental individuals.
Luna baby.
You gonna test it again? Cooper, you be nice, give kisses.
Oh, mister, be nice.
Be nice, give kisses, you freaking jerk.
See, I have one hand on you, one hand on her. See? It's peace. Oh, no.
Oh, the old man.
Hi, Steve.
The oldest of mans. We're just gonna get an introduction to almost all the animals
Cooper.
right away. Minus. Did he do it again?
He almost did because she turned around so quickly. His ears immediately perked like that.
Cooper.
Like he's like watching her. Hey!
What the frick? Okay, you're all gonna be banned in a second. I swear to God.
Where are they gonna go?
I have the ultimate weapon. You will all scatter. I swear. Come here. Come. Anyways.
Great start. Great. Luna, stop being rude to Steve.
Oh God. Okay, ultimate weapon is coming up.
All I have to do with water sometimes.
Yep. I just brought it out, and then I just.
And they freak out.
They scatter. They know the sound. I may be using this. Actually,
Remy,
Charlie is not.
Come here, Remy. Remy, come here.
Being the jerk that he normally
come here.
is.
Come.
Oh God.
Can you see him? Yeah.
He's
been standing here the whole time. He waits for me to throw his ball, but I'm not going to throw his ball in the house because that's not good for the wood.
Yeah, because he acts like a lunatic.
Yeah. He freaking runs like he's running on ice.
No grip.
Trying to freaking... You fool.
Stress. That's all it is. It's stress.
Yeah, they're all stress. You can probably hear Luna, too. Oh, my God.
Let me go lay down. I don't want this. Stop, please. Go lay down.
How's your week, guys? Because this is our week all the time.
This is our
all day, every day.
2-day activity.
Although Cooper is very needy right now, and I'm loving it.
Oh, you can't really see his mouth. You can see his mouth.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, this is just a freaking animal-filled beginning. I don't know how much I enjoy this.
I don't have anything.
On a scale of 1 to 10?
I don't have anything. There's nothing
it's low.
there, honey.
No, it's low.
I do love, though, when Cooper, like, when he wants you to pet him, he's like, nudging his head into your hand. And he's so cute. Ah, you smell like a dog. What's wrong? Is he angry?
He is a dog.
I know, but like...
What else would he
has like that good dog smell. I don't know. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Look at these ears. You know, we got Cooper from, he was a rescue from my dad's old friend. He was a DICK. He was not very good to his animals, and I did not want him to stay there. So we took the whole litter. So, yep. And his first name was supposed to be Sebastian. And that's what I put all over my social media. I was like, oh, our new family member, blah, blah, Sebastian. And then I was like, it's too fucking long of a name. Although it's a cute name.
He has it in his mouth.
It's too long of a name.
Mm-hmm.
And then my sister was like, why don't you just name Cooper or something? I'm like, oh, I like Cooper. Cooper,
He's
come
looking
here.
for the ball that Remy has.
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah. But the other dogs in the litter went to Tanya's sister.
Yep.
And her name is Clover.
Yep.
And the other one went to
My sister's
husband's grandmother?
Yes, Linda.
Yeah, and
Lydia, sorry, not Linda. Sorry.
Daisy?
Daisy, yes.
Daisy. I'm shocked I remember all this.
And they're all different. It's so weird.
Yeah, Cooper's the smallest out of them all.
He's the smallest little boy.
Clover looks exactly like Cooper, but just bigger.
So big,
And Daisy's,
but she's so like macho for a female. She's huge.
She's pretty bulky.
He's like the runt little
and
boy.
Daisy's like blonde.
Yeah, they're super cute.
Like a blonde Yorkie.
Oh my goodness, Luna, baby.
I'm really hoping the mics cannot hear her.
I hope they can. Then we know how we struggle all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope everyone's week went well. Ours was okay. We didn't really do much. Did we do anything this week?
This week? Well, I had a migraine, and that sucked.
Oh, yeah.
I sat in the dark for like a day and a half.
I feel
Almost.
bad. He gets really bad migraines sometimes. To the point where, like, I don't know if anyone's had migraines. I've never had a migraine, I don't think. I think I've just had headaches, but they don't come close to what he experiences. He tells me it's, like, really bad.
Just thinking about it makes my head hurt.
Okay, we're not going to talk about it.
Anyway.
Yeah, and then...
But other than that, like...
We didn't really do much. I'm trying to figure out my freaking baby bonus situation with the goddamn government. What the hell is that?
CRA and whoever the fuck, like, it's...
Because, like, in Canada, right, you get baby bonus, and when you're on maternity leave, you also get that pay as well, right? You get 55% of your pay, plus a tax-free funding from the government that helps you pay for the child, like, needs, right? So I get the maternity, which is 55% of my wages, which sucks, by the way. You guys need to fix that shit. 2, I didn't know I was supposed to register, but every person that we've spoken to prior to having delivering Maya said we don't have to do anything else because the hospital takes care of it. All you have to do is just do the social insurance number, the health card, and
I don't even know what else.
essentially like have her exist into the system, which we have all of that.
Yeah.
But for some reason, that she doesn't exist under my name, so it's like she doesn't exist as my child, even though I signed the paperwork at the hospital and gave everything to the nurses for them to submit through CRA so that we can get the baby bonus. And then they also said that doesn't start like a month until after the baby is born. Well, she was born January 31st.
Yeah.
And now it's goddamn May. And I'm waiting and waiting. So then in March, when I figured that, okay, I'm going to wait a month. So February 20th was supposed to be the first pay. I waited. And then when I spoke to someone else, they said, okay, just wait until maybe the next month. And I was like, okay. So I waited until March 20th. And then March 20th came. I got absolutely fucking dicked. I got nothing. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to call them. So I called CRA, like, oh, there's nothing on file that says that she's blah, blah. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, how's that even possible?
I was like, I carried her for 9 months. You don't think I fucking know that she exists?
Yeah, legit.
I popped her out of my hee-hee. I'm pissed. So then the next day, so after I called CRA, they emailed me papers to fill out to submit either email or fax or whatever the fuck So I mailed it because I don't have a fax, and I had to sign the papers by hand, so I don't have a photocopier. Oh, hello. To send it back to them. So I was like, okay, I'm going to print it off, fill it, do it. So I did it the next day. Handed everything in. I had to somehow find proof that she lives at this address, and she only has one piece of goddamn mail, and that's when she got the health card coming in, which is horse shit. I was like, how am I supposed to find out?
How is a baby supposed to get mail?
Yeah, besides the health card. And then I have proof of that. We went to Staples, and then we got the photocopies of our license to put that attached. He filled out his information, I filled out mine. And then we mailed it. And then I called the post office, and I was like, how often do they pick up the mail? They said every Friday. I'm like, sweet. And I don't remember if it was a Wednesday or Thursday, which was when I handed in the mail. And then Friday was the day that they were supposed to pick it up. And now it is May.
And now it is May.
And I haven't heard shit. They're like, you have to wait 11 weeks. I'm like, okay. And then they went on strike. And I'm like, it's not quite 11 weeks yet. But the fact that they still don't have her on file because they said 11 weeks is when you should be getting your money. I was like, sweet. Which means a social worker or whoever, a caseworker is supposed to be on my case to figure out what the fuck's going on.
What happened, yeah.
At that 11-week mark, they're supposed to be giving me money. Luna, I'm heated. I don't want to be heated on you too.
She doesn't care.
Doesn't care. But yeah, that's the issue. And then, not yesterday. Sometime last weekend, we went to go fucking downtown. We paid for parking. And they were like, we can't help you. You have to still talk to CRA. I'm like, CRA sent me here, and now I don't know what to do. So they were like, oh, you should contact your MP?
Local MP.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, where? And then they sent us a location, but then they were closed. So that's great. So now I'm heated. Sorry. But fuck, I need money for her food and stuff. This is such horseshit.
How it went so wrong, and then it's like it takes so long to get it refigured out. It's just so stupid.
I keep going back and forth. Like I was on the phone with CRA, and then they were like, you need to call Service Canada and see what they can do, because they said that my file or my papers would be going into Service Canada, and then from Service Canada go to CRA. I'm like, okay. So then I call Service Canada. I'm like, they sent you to the wrong number. Let me give you the number. You need to call them. So then she gives me the number, and after I hung up, I realized that it was the same goddamn number I just called for CRA, and I was like, you're fucking kidding me.
Loop after loop after loop after loop. It just doesn't make sense.
No one knows what they're doing. And
no one knows what's going on, I guess, and no one's helping us. It just doesn't make sense.
Ooh.
Sending us to the wrong person every single time. And we're getting nope. Do this, no, do that. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. And I've been very patient. Very patient. Every week I called once to CRA. Every week. Absolutely still nothing. And I was like, okay, I'm still waiting. I'm waiting. And I understand this strike was necessary. I get it. Everyone wants to get their money. But I do too, bitch. Yeah. I do too.
We're not getting money.
I have a baby that needs diapers, that needs formula, because I can't breastfeed apparently. And then I also need her wipes and Luna to shut the fuck up.
I don't think she is.
No, she's not. It's funny because she like meows when she wants to go downstairs to poop. And then you can hear her like scratching the wall instead of the litter to like cover her poop. And she's like, oh, like fucking, I'm like, who wants to know that you're taking your shit and covering it up, bitch?
Yeah, who needs to know all
Shut
this
the hell up.
information? Stop it.
Yeah. So, if anyone from the government's watching this, my name is Tanya, and I would like to have my money, please.
Fix my shit.
Yep.
Or her shit.
Yep. I would like to put money into her bank account to have her save some money, put that towards her. But I can't, and half of my pay clearly isn't enough either. You have been licking my hand this entire time, and it's so wet.
Gross.
It's so nasty.
Yeah, you heard it. I said it. Gross.
Mister.
So gross.
I still love you.
It's one of his trigger words.
Oh my gosh, he's such a mama's boy. I love it.
He dislikes me sometimes.
I feel every time Cooper is like near me and Riley comes to like hug me or kiss me or something, he just like does the snarling with his lips. It's like,
I don't even care. I touch a Cooper when I want to touch a Cooper. See?
He's giving you the side eye.
I do what I want, eh? Ah, bud.
He's getting so much gray. He's getting old now.
He's getting old.
He's going to be 8 this year. 7.
2015.
No, he's going to be 8 because we've had
Yeah.
we've had him since we started dating.
After we started dating.
That same year.
I guess so, yeah.
I hope you can hear her because she ain't quiet.
She ain't quiet and she ain't stopping.
She's so loud.
Goodness gracious me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting old.
Man, I'm heated. I feel like I need to do some cleansing.
Goodness.
So much negative energy in my head right now.
We could burn Palo Santo if you want. Oh,
Well,
there's say stuff up there.
I think that's mugwort.
Oh.
I don't really have a lighter.
That's a lie. They're right there. We just bought new lighters.
I know, but I don't want to go get it.
I can...
I have him and he's comfy.
Okay.
No, it's okay. I have to be careful because they can't be smoking near the animals.
I'll go get it.
Come here, you frickin'. Oh, this doesn't seem like a good idea. Oh, it's fine. Ooh, green. Wait, this doesn't smell like anything. Yeah. Oh, you smell like vanilla.
Do I?
No, it's the wax. I can't tell.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing because you still smell good. Riley always smells good. I don't know if this is really weird. I'm gonna embarrass myself. I love the smell of his armpits. I really do. I don't know if it's like your significant other, you love the smell of them, but like I love his smell.
Which way do you think is more? Left or right?
Well, if you look at the lid, you'll figure it out because they have it sketched in there.
Do they? I think you're lying. You have no idea what you're talking about. Where's the plus and minus, huh? Yeah.
Is it on there?
No.
Is there even a way to make it plus or minus?
Oh, you goddamn right there is. I need a... Oh, my microphone. I totally neglected. Oh, no.
Oh my god, I thought you were going to use the microphone to fix it. I'm like, you're kidding?
No. Screw it. Never mind. I'm not going to mess with it too much. I did, this is...
Yeah, I remember you and your brother used to do that shit all the fucking time. Just don't burn too much because I don't want to burn the house down right now. Does it smell like anything? I can't smell
Yeah, it smells good.
Raya loves the smell when I burn stuff. We don't burn it often because we have so many animals and the baby, but baby's with my mom, so. Is it not burning out? Oh, don't use your finger, silly.
Problem solution. That's how I roll.
You okay? Did it burn your finger?
I didn't feel it. It wasn't hot.
Okay. Yeah. It smells nice. I think. I can't really smell it.
It's away from the animals.
It just goes straight up.
Nothing is catching on fire. Sweet.
Yeah. I love burning our stuff. Man, before I was pregnant, I used to burn a lot and like do a lot of rituals for my practice. If anyone knows, like, I don't really know what to call myself yet. That's the problem. Because I can't just say witch, like, that's so generic. I remember she said wise woman.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that one. But, like, a lot of women are wise. And they don't have the same practice.
Nah, I don't know.
So I don't know. But, I don't know. Kind of a little bit of everything, I guess. Pagan, Wiccan. I don't really know. But anyways, that's my practice. That's what I do. I'm very spiritual. So I think a part of me thinks that I'm partly, not psychic, but like a medium, or I'm very intuitive. That's the word. I think you can understand.
I agree. There have been multiple situations where it's like, how
I've
the
saved
fuck
us.
do you know this? Or it's like, she's just always right, and
I'm not always right.
Oh, it's like
Majority of the time I am, though.
99.999% of the fucking of the time. And it's fine. I'm dealing with that just great.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, and
if
it shouldn't
anything, it's
ever
a really
be.
good thing because it helps us a lot. Like for instance, I don't know if it was, how do I explain it? Okay, there's so many incidences. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. But like, when I was pregnant with Maya, I knew I was having a girl. And you know what's weird is I can manifest things very easily when I really want them. But sometimes, like, obviously, your life path, if anyone understands, like you have a certain life path that you don't necessarily see in front of you, but like your spirit guides or your angels or God or whoever you believe in knows the path, and it can change all the time, right? So if I manifest something and I really want something, it will give me the motivation to move forward, but something always happens, right? Because that's life. But there's been a lot of times where I'm like, manifest something and it happens. Or like for this place, for instance, because him and I were living in a crappy place.
In the upstairs of
Is it duplex? Is that what it's called?
Well, it used to be a whole house, but it was separated into.
Isn't that a duplex? Someone lives in the basement, main floor, we live upstairs?
But it was separated into two different units.
Yeah.
And it was not a nice place.
No.
But
it was an affordable place that we could get. It was really cheap.
Yeah, we were renting it from the place my mother used to work at.
Yeah.
And I will 100% of the time tell everyone that place was
mierda.
Like it was just
Spanish
old,
shit.
Old, outdated. There was a lot of issues, and we had the unfortunate opportunity. I don't know what you're looking for, but it's nowhere near me. I promise.
Hi, Remulon.
You're invading my area.
Smellulon. Diaper boy.
But anyway, we had the unfortunate opportunity to live above a woman who was very unclean.
Yeah.
To say the least.
It was not a very good situation.
To put it into a different perspective, we had multiple instances where we had mice, or was it just that once?
It was that once, but it was like a long time.
Yeah, and there was a lot.
Time. There were a lot.
Good thing we have cats.
Yeah, we had 2 cats at the time, so we had Charlie and Steve only. Yeah, and we had Cooper, so we didn't have Remy and Luna. But man, she was like our neighbor. I feel so bad for her because obviously someone has to get to that point, and there's a reason, whether it be like mental health issues or something, or just health issues in general. But she was bedridden most of the time, so she was just like wasn't a very clean person. And I felt bad because there were so many times where I was like, I can help clean because her and I, like, we share the same ventilation through the house, right? So, and she also smoked inside, so the cigarette smoke would come upstairs, and in the wintertime when we shared the same heating system, it would like reek the entire apartment, and we were clean, like we're clean people, so it was really tough for us. But besides that point, I manifested. I was like, Riley, after we get married, there is no way in heck I'm living here being married. I was like, I'm manifesting a house. I was like, we need to find a place. I was like, I can't do it. So I was looking at the market, looking and looking and looking. And then I was like, hey, Riley, I'm going to this open house and I'll let you know, blah, blah. So I went to 3 open houses to look for rent. And then I came across this place and I was so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, it's cute. It's small. It's perfect. I was like, I like the entrance. So I went to walk in and a family was just leaving. And I see the real estate agent and property manager, and she was lovely. And it was weird because when we were talking, she was asking me questions about me and like where I worked. And at the time, I didn't work at where I work now. I was working at Goodwill. And she was like, "Oh, do you know blah, blah?" And I was like, "Oh, I do. She used to work there." And that's where we had common ground. But I was like, ooh, struck up a conversation. I got in the door. She likes me. I like her. Good vibes. And then Remilon.
Oh my God.
Careful with the cords, bud. And then I walked inside and I was immediately excited. I was like, this is the new place. I want this place, Riley. And I texted Riley and I was like, you need to come see this place. Did I send you videos or pictures?
Yeah, you sent me a video. A walkthrough.
It was so nice. And then when I spoke to her, she was like, okay, well, it's between you and another family. Like, if you guys want to try to get this place, like, you have to fill out some paperwork, and then they do a credit check, and then they do all this stuff. I'm like, okay, perfect, that's fine. And then I filled the paperwork, and yeah. Oh my God, I remember the fucking day that I got the email saying, congratulations, we keep you. You guys get to have the place. I was at work. And since I worked at Goodwill, I was in the shipping department. So I was packaging some items that we sell online. And I had my phone, my full screen on. I didn't lock it at all. I wanted to leave the email. And I was talking to Riley. And then I missed the fucking email for some reason. Because I think I was shipping the items. And then Riley's like, did you get the email? And I was like, what email? And then he didn't fucking tell me. He waited until I read it. Was I on the phone with you? Mm-hmm. I was on the phone with him. And I read it, and I immediately started crying. And then I ran into
Remy, what are you doing?
You had a ball, buddy. You can't have that one.
Scratching stuff.
He's trying to... Where my phone is, it's like a TV mantle thing. He's like trying to get the ball that's up there. But he had a ball. You have so many. I don't know
where you put them. Interesting stories. My goodness.
Sorry. But yeah, we got the house. And I was so happy. I literally ran into the next room and I opened the door and I screamed inside of the room. I was like, we got the house! And my fucking boss was talking to one of the employees and they just whipped their heads around. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. We got the house. And then Melly was like, oh my God, you guys got the house. I'm like, yeah. And I was crying though. Yeah, I was
kind of cried for the next 4 hours.
Yeah. It's because I'm so grateful when good things happen. I'm the most grateful person. And I'm always grateful for everything that we have. And I will continue to be grateful for everything that we have. But when you think when stuff bad happens for so long and you're just I just want to break through something so good. And then something great happens and you're almost to the point where you kind of fall on your knees and you're just so happy. You're like, oh my gosh, thank goodness. I was so willing to give up. It was so hard. What does that say? Oh, I don't know what that said.
Oh, I didn't see what it said either.
That's okay.
I don't know. We're almost at half an hour. We're timing it.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I talk way too much. Oh shit.
It's really okay. I mean, I don't mind.
Yeah, but you barely spoke. I feel bad.
I don't have that much of value to share.
Yes, you do. Stop.
I mean, maybe, but I can't think of anything right now.
Stop.
I almost lost to a seatbelt today.
That's true.
I was telling you about it, but
yeah, you could tell them.
I learned the hard lesson that on Volvos there is one permanent bolt for the entire seatbelt that once it is installed at the factory, never comes out. You never touch it. You don't look at it. You don't think about it. Nothing. You leave it alone. Because if you try to take it out, it's seized in the nut that's welded on the back or the underside, and it's a whore and a half to get to. It sucks. It's literally I spent way too long replacing a seatbelt today, but whatever. I got it eventually.
You lose some.
Oh, and even the wiring, the wiring for the confirmation of the seatbelt and for the light on the dash. There's a little like circuit that runs through the seatbelt, and whoever touched it last, or the people who own this truck, take this wiring apart, like trimmed it back a bunch. Oh, I gotta stop that. Wrapped all the copper wire together and stuck it underneath the carpet. So it was just all, even if you had your seatbelt off, it would never show up on the dash.
I thought, like, our car I mean, obviously it's different from a truck, but ours is by, like, sensor, by weight on the seat.
That's for the passenger airbag, though. That's it. That's only the passenger airbag. Everything else is... Well, assuming there's someone in the car...
Because the
I'm pretty sure.
on.
I'm pretty sure you can stand in the car and drive. If that makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
The seat. We could put a bucket seat in there. Realistically,
a what?
A bucket seat.
What the hell is that?
It's like, you know, like my chair that you bought me.
Oh, it's
like
a
that? racing seat. You
like
know,
a boom boom seat.
Yeah, one that's got like the side things.
Ooh, side speakers?
No.
That would fucking hurt your ears, though.
No, not speakers.
In your...
No, you're driving. You're a race driver. You don't need speakers.
Yeah, you need fucking Screamo as your fucking... Dead. That's so funny.
Yeah. No.
That's so funny.
On the topic of race cars, I think it'd be cool to own a fast car. It doesn't even have to be like a Maserati or a Ferrari or anything. Just something that's fast. Just like...
We could make this car fast.
We could make any car fast. Okay, we put the right engine into it. Anything with a triangle in it, realistically, from what I'm hearing, is unbreakable.
I think if we were to make this fast, we would have to make sure it's also very safe.
I would honestly only ever push this car to probably 300 horsepower. Just faster than the BMW. Not just faster, but like 50, 60 horsepower faster.
We need to fix that BMW.
It's one thing we don't talk about.
When we fix the BMW, you can take that and I'll just keep the Volkswagen. And you can make the BMW fast and I'll just keep the Volkswagen.
Goodness.
Cute butt.
But we did have things we were going to talk about today. I don't know if we're going to...
Yeah, it was kind of a continuation of what I was saying. Because I was going to also talk about how I can sense when there's like a spirit around. Dun, dun, dun. I'm just kidding. There's nothing here right now. I know, but yeah, I want to talk about experiences of like ghosts and stuff like that because
I'm having an experience
I've had
right
too
now.
many, and it's super weird. But I've also had weird experiences after my dad passed too, which was also very weird. But yeah,
I am very much less in tune with spirituality than you are.
I know.
I will
I appreciate
openly
you supporting
admit.
though.
Oh yeah, I support you 110%.
He really does.
And I try to be involved as much as I can, but
Yeah.
I don't know what I believe in. I just want people to be good, kind of thing.
I mean, I'm good.
You are a good people.
I am a good people.
Just the general idea of not treating people like shit is what I try to live by.
Yeah.
And if you can help people, help them as much as you can.
I try when I can. Oh.
So, is he gonna throw
I
up?
don't know what that was. You okay,
That
bud?
would have been scary.
But yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of like incidences ghost related that I experienced when I was younger, and a lot more now that I've on like my spiritual journey. But I remember, I think the first time that I've had like a scary, that I can recall. I don't remember everything when I was little because, you know, trauma kind of closes that door and you're just like, I don't remember anything from yesterday now. But yeah, I remember my family and I don't remember how old I was, but we lived obviously still in London, but please don't lick me, sir. I appreciate it. But in our house, so it was the three of us, like us sisters, and then my parents, and then our animals at the time. So we had a cardinal and we had a dog, and his name was Sam. And Cardinal is a whole other story. We rescued her from outside because she was getting mauled by a cat. Anyways, and we had her for a very long time, for like fucking 14 years, 10 years. I don't remember how long, but it was a long time. In the house, we had a huge fireplace, and on the fireplace mantle was like a huge, long painting. Or not painting. It was like a very expensive piece of artwork. I don't remember how long. It was super big, and instead of it hang on the actual wall, it was leaning against the mantle, so it was like an angle like this, to where it was not able to move forward or move in any way because it was super heavy. So we didn't really have like the support to kind of keep it up. And our cardinal, because we let her fly around the house, she flew past it, and the whole thing just freaking crashes. And 2 seconds later, because my parents were old school, we had a china cabinet, and it had all this china, and every shelf in the china cabinet was made out of glass, and all of it just shattered. It was so fucking weird. Yeah. And then you've had sleep paralysis before.
Sleep paralysis?
Have you not? I think you told me you did.
I don't know.
Well, like, if anyone knows, sleep paralysis is when you're in a super deep sleep and you start to wake up, but your body is not awake. So you're like laying there and you can't talk. You can only open your eyes and look around. You can't move your hands. You can't move your feet. You can't do anything. And when I experience sleep paralysis, I haven't had it in a while. I probably will now because I'm fucking talking about it. But it's when you also like wake up and you see like this huge shadow, and they're super tall, like fucking close to the goddamn ceiling, and they're just hunched over at you, and you're just like you can't say anything. But I've come to terms with it, but I've also found a loophole. Was when I realized that I was in sleep paralysis, I don't open my eyes. I never open my eyes because I don't want to see that fucking tall ass thing. But I'm like, hey, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, try to get Riley's attention because Riley's sleeping right next to me. So I'm like, I can't move, but in my head, I feel like I'm starting to move, and I'm trying to get his attention. And then I'm like, okay, I can't get out of it. So I just try to fall back asleep, and I fall asleep, and I'm like, and I wake up, and I'm like, so bad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had that that night after. It was fucking bad.
Yes,
Yeah.
It doesn't sound fun. I don't think
No,
I've
it's so scary.
specifically had that.
Because you can't scream, you can't do anything. They're just there, and it's so weird because everyone experiences the same thing with sleep paralysis, but no one has any idea what that thing is because everyone has the same experience, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Sir, what are you doing? Is that your dinosaur? Oh.
I can't grab it because I'm stepping on it.
Is that your dinosaur?
Stupid.
Good job.
Oh God, he's coming over this way, I think. Oh no,
No,
thank God. Thank God. I
Yeah.
think the only paranormal thing I've really experienced that I can think of, at least right now, is when I was little and before we moved to London. We used to live at this farmhouse, and my bedroom was on the main floor, right, like joining the living room, and the stairs to the upstairs were right beside my bedroom, so it was kind of like my bedroom, living room, and then over here was the kitchen, and then there was a mudroom here, but there was a space to go upstairs, and then there's the whole second floor. It's an old farmhouse. Anyway, so what happened was it was early in the morning, and either my sister or my mother was coming downstairs, and they can't remember why, but they like looked in my room just to see if I was awake or something, and they saw like a big, tall figure standing at the foot of my bed, just like staring
at you.
Yeah. And from what I understand, that's Paul. Pretty sure Paul.
He has a name.
Paul Bonavia.
Oh, family?
Yeah.
Your grandpa? Great grandpa?
No, it would be my grandpa. My grandpa. Yep.
On your mom's side?
My mom's dad that she never met. Don't know
So
how that information.
How do you know then?
But she told me once. We were telling this story to each other years ago, and I remembered ever since. But it was like, oh, I've never had anything happen to me with ghosts. And then they said that. I'm like, well, I was asleep. How would I remember? I technically was not there.
That's so scary.
But yeah. I don't know. I think my mom says she's seen things before. Specifically with Paul. But that's why she has that Maldives cross.
Oh, it's for him?
I believe so.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I've had a lot also. Actually, I think that would explain what happened at your mom's house when I lived there.
Yeah, I guess so. Why you always were sensing things.
Yeah, because he was not happy, though. He was not a happy camper. Or whatever was there was not very happy. Because I could sense that it was always staring at me. And I get like the heebie-jeebies thinking about it, because the sensation when I know something's around is not normal. It's like you have goosebumps, or whoever says chicken skin. I don't know who fucking says that. I've heard that before, so I don't know. But what goosebumps is like, it's like the
individual. Here I am calling out so many people.
Yeah,
I have never heard of that. That's not. Yeah, that sounds like something country individuals would say.
Well, I'm trying to relate. Maybe they don't understand what goosebumps are. Anyways.
You live under a rock then.
So I remember at his mom's house, when we lived there in the basement, there was a time where, okay, so in the basement was, you walk down the stairs, it's a cemented floor, that's where we slept, was in the basement. And then you go through a doorway and there's a laundry room, go through another doorway, and that was like the games room where they played their video games. They called it the wolf room because they had a giant...
the wolf room. I totally almost forgot it was called that.
But they had the wolf room because they put this giant blanket of a wolf, and it was on the wall, and they called it the wolf room for that specific reason.
It was the chill room.
Yeah, it was...
Much weed was smoked in that room.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Copiate amounts of weed. I would argue...
smoked a lot.
I would argue pounds of
they
weed.
smoked a lot of weed.
I myself...
I did not.
Probably have smoked at least a pound of weed in that room.
Not something to brag about.
It is. I remember the wolf room was always the chill
it was
place
like
to hang
it was
out.
a room that everyone would come down to. Like if people were coming over, like kids wise, like our age.
We were kids. They were our friends.
Yeah, but when I say people come over, it's not your mom's friends. I had to say kids like us, our age.
Well, it's because we're kind of adults now, and whenever we have people over, it's usually like a visit and adult things. And it's whatever. Anyway.
But yeah, they would always go into that room. But anyways, back to the story.
I got so distracted. I heard the wolf room, and that was it.
I was going to bed during the day because I had to work a night shift. So I had to sleep during the day. Riley was in the wolf room with, I don't remember if it was his brother or his sister's ex. It was one of them. They were playing. And I was dead asleep in the bed. And actually, no, sorry. I was just about to fall asleep. I was in the bed, and all I felt was pressure going onto the bed. And I thought either it was Cooper, maybe it was Steve, maybe it was Riley. So I closed my eyes because I was like, I wasn't really worried. But then it got closer. Like, it felt like pressure coming closer to me on the bed. Like, I could feel like the imprinting happening. But then I started getting that really uneasy feeling that something was there watching me. Ooh, I'm like shaking because I'm getting nervous. But yeah, so I didn't say anything to them. I didn't open my eyes. But then once I felt them close to my face, I could feel coldness. Like, it wasn't warm, it was cold. I immediately opened my eyes and I sat up on the bed and I was pissed. And I was like, you need to get away from me right now because I need to sleep and I need to go to work. You can bother me another fucking day, but not right now because I need to sleep. I was like, go bother Riley. He's in the next room. So sorry, but I probably didn't. And then I felt the energy kind of shift and he was gone. And then the other time that it happened was we were dead asleep. But because I am intuitive and I can sense the spirit, it was dark in the middle of the night. We were sleeping in the basement. My back was facing his back, so it was facing the middle of the bed. My face was at the edge of the bed, and I felt the coldness again, and I felt the pressure again in front of my face. I was like, you're fucking kidding me. You're fucking kidding me. I was like, you know what, I'm going to leave my eyes closed because I swear to God, if I open fucking my eyes right now and I see this bitch in front of my face, I'm like, nope, not doing it. So I just rolled over and I faced Riley and I made sure I felt his back and I curled up to him. He was dead asleep. But yeah, I was scared. Yeah, that house though, I knew something did not like me in that house. And it's weird because after that we moved to the duplex that we were talking about earlier. And when we were leaving that place, and I knew that we were leaving that place because we got this place, I called it out. And I called it, and Cooper was so scared, man. You were at work. I was in the kitchen because, you remember our dining room table, like the wooden one? So I was still in the beginning of my practice. I mean, I'm still a newbie, but I was like having my candles out and I had my incense burning. And I was like, my curiosity got to me and I was like, I need to figure out what the fuck this thing is. So I called upon it. Bad mistake. I called upon it and immediately Cooper was in our bedroom and he ran from our bedroom to me and sat on my feet, but he was shaking. Shaking. Mm-hmm. He was scared. And I was like, Cooper, he is not going to touch you because I'm going to make sure he doesn't touch you. And I was like, and I called upon it and I said, you need to leave me alone. Don't touch me. Don't contact me because I knew for a fact that he was still fucking around with me. I was like, you need to go home. This is not your house. This is my house. You are not supposed to follow me to our next location. You're going to stay here and I will not allow you to bother me or my family ever again. And I haven't felt him ever since.
So great success.
Oh, but it was intense. It also doesn't help that also when like my sisters and I were younger, we played the Ouija board.
Yeah, I never did.
No. Good.
No, I try not to mess with anything.
But we were young and stupid. We didn't know anything about it. We were just like, oh, it's just a game. And then we just fucking used the goddamn thing. Hi. I don't have anything. I know, bud. But yeah. Man. Intense stories of ghosts. Oh my God. Oh, goodness.
Oh, see? Don't like it when he does that.
It's okay.
No, don't like it when he does that.
Chest. Man, you need some Tic Tacs because your breath stinks.
Just cat sounds if you can hear it. Promise we're not just not talking. We're letting Luna be heard, which is a mistake.
Remulon, I don't have anything for you.
Push him off.
Take your cute paws and get them off.
My goodness.
Yeah. See, now you're chewing your hands. You're going to have no hands left.
No hands, Cooper.
you're gonna have stubs. Yeah, those are my intense stories.
I really don't have any more. I'm sorry. I actually don't wish I did, and I'm thankful I don't.
Yeah, you don't. It's not fun to experience. Some of them are, like, I'm grateful for some of them, but some of them aren't.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I told Riley, like, when I was pregnant with Maya, like, I knew I was having a girl because I had the dream with her. I tell everyone this story because it's great. It was the best dream of my life. And I remember her face, but because she's so little, I can't tell if that's what her face will turn into when she's a little bit older. Because she wasn't a baby like this. She was maybe Ariel's age, 5.
5.
3. Oh. Marissa, don't watch this.
Yeah, now you're in trouble.
I don't remember. There's so many kids. I can't remember how many people.
I think Ariel is 4.
I think she is
3.
4. Yeah. But yeah, she was super little in my dream. But the dream, it was fantastic. Because I'm more in tune with like water and stuff like that. So I used to always go to the beach all the time. I would go at nighttime. I would go super early in the morning. I would just bring Cooper and me because Riley was working. Like, I would just go to the beach all the time by myself, and I would scour like the beach water for like crystals and seashells and stones, and I would just bring them home. I have so many rocks for no reason. I need to buy a fucking tumbler.
That'd be cool. Make them all shiny and shit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that was my dream. Was like the 3 of us were on the beach walking at nighttime, and you can see like, okay, that's enough, mister. And you can see the moon, and it was a full moon, and it was beautiful and so big, and it was so bright that it was like illuminating the entire beach, and I could see the water and how beautiful it was with like the moon shining on it. It was great. And I had who I'm suppose it's supposed to be Maya in my arms, and she had like a raincoat on, and it was chilly, so I like zipped her up, and I was holding her, and Riley was just a little bit behind. We were walking and walking, and there was like a huge pile of rocks, or not rocks, I guess huge like boulders. And I was like, okay, let's go look to the boulders. And there was a huge, like this big of a ruby, huge ruby. And I know rubies, like natural ruby is like a pinky color, but this one was bright red, like thick, bright red. And so I grabbed it because there was only one big piece, and I put it in her coat. And I was like, this is going to protect you, and it's going to guide you, blah, blah. And then, yeah, I was like, Riley, we're having a girl.
In January as well.
Yeah, I was like, I already know we're having a girl.
Even though she was due in February, we still had her in January.
Yeah. No, so I had the dream before then, before January.
I know, but her due date was February.
Her due date was supposed to be February 5th.
Yeah, and what's February's gemstone? Not ruby. Isn't January's, or February's, I'm saying all the wrong words now.
Her birthstone is not, her birthstone is
Garnet?
Garnet.
Oh, shoot. I totally...
Which is bright red, which is weird. Is that why I had a dream? Maybe it wasn't ruby then. Maybe it was garnet.
Maybe it was
and
garnet.
That was my fucking dream, was like her supposed to be, her birth date was when you're having supposed to be the baby. Was that birthstone?
Maybe. Garnet.
Garnet is bright red, Riley. It's like a ruby color.
Dark red. The word garnet comes from the 14th century Middle English word gurnet, meaning dark red. The word is derived from Latin gurnatum, which means seed, and it is called so because of the gemstone's resemblance to the red seeds of the pomegranate. Oh, pomegranate. Pomegranate.
But yeah, oh my gosh, that makes so much more sense. Why I had a dream like that. The crystal that I found was not ruby. It was garnet. And that's why she was born in January.
Look at that.
Oh, shit.
Made a connection just like that. Okay, I don't want to be
Oh my
like
God, that's
at all.
crazy. What the fuck? Yo, I need to open my third eye like now.
Yeah. Sell your services.
I don't know if I would though. Man, I want to learn tarot so bad too. Like
You know how to read tarot.
No, I don't, because I always have to go back to YouTube channels. But what does this card mean? What does this mean? Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff. Like when I was also in the beginning of my practice, I found out that I was so in tune with like the moon as well. And I was like, what does it mean when I feel like I'm always so close to the moon, blah, blah. And then I found out my first word when I was little was Luna. And I asked my mom, I was like, who taught me the word Luna? Like for me to say Luna, it doesn't just come out of nowhere. Like I've heard it somewhere. And my mom's like, I don't know. You just said it one day. I was like, what the fuck?
Weird.
Right? And then I kept having thoughts to search like what god or goddess was associated with the moon, and it was Selene, which her name is also Luna, goddess of the moon. And I was like, Riley, this is so fucking weird. And then the day, it always happens when you're at fucking work, but he was at work.
I work a lot.
I mean, I do too, but we just always had opposite shifts. But when I was scrolling through, I know it's probably just the algorithm, but I was scrolling through TikTok and a random video that showed up that was like a video of a cat and an owner, and then the cat's name was Luna and she was black, and then the caption was Luna loves you, and I was like, that's so weird. And then I had a random message on Facebook that said Luna, I sent you a screenshot. It was like a random lady, her name was Luna, and she was like, hi my love, and I was like,
what?
Who are you? And why is your name Luna? And why is this all happening so fast? And then I just had like a lot of like a weird epiphany, and I was like, oh my gosh, am I like, I don't know, super involved with her? But now I always said hi to Luna all the time, like the moon, all the time. Even before before I was in my spiritual journey, I'd be like, Luna, hi Luna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I like really enjoy my practice. I just wish I did it more, but I don't have time. And then now I just have to be careful with what I burn and what I do because the animals are around. I don't sacrifice animals.
No.
No,
it's
I just
not
like
something that happens.
I do a lot of love and light things, a lot of positive energy workings, and I have a lot of crystals. And I do a lot of like rituals with obviously the moon and winter solstice that passed, and oh, excuse me if you heard me burp. Yeah. Had a lot, but Riley's super supportive. He always makes sure like I have time to do something. Or like if I said I want to cleanse the house, he's like, oh, I can do it for you. Like I'll just burn Palo Santo and walk
I like
around,
the smell of Palo
and walk
Santo.
around the house. It's really sweet. No. Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm okay.
I'm tired.
Getting a little tired. Yeah, I've been up since 5:50.
Yeah, Riley worked today. Poor thing.
Nah. All I did was fight a seatbelt. Really.
How aggressive.
Replaced a mud flap, replaced some filters. I really didn't do too much. I didn't do very many technical things. Well, I guess I repinned a connector, one wire in a connector. It wasn't.
You still did stuff.
It wasn't very hard. I'm glad I'm glad I'm not doing. Today I wasn't really doing like hard things. They were
It
just.
was really hot today, so it's a good thing.
It was warm today, yeah, and I was out in the sun. I don't know. I was dealing with a fucking door spring that was pissed me off. Stupid. A latch spring, not even a door. The latch. The little part you pull. to open the door. Oh my goodness. Well, whatever. Everything that I do is almost everything I do still is new. Almost. There's a lot that I'm doing that I've done before. It's just remembering everything. Timer going off. Remembering everything down to bolt sizes and stuff like that is a lot. Like it's a lot.
It just takes time.
I know, and it does take time. Like I said before in the podcast, I think I never even used to know how to change a battery in a car. I never knew how to change summer tires to winter tires on a car. Was afraid to jack up a car.
And you've come such a long way.
Windshield wipers. No idea.
But there's a lot of people that don't know how to do that stuff. But now you surpassed that by a long shot now.
I am above window wipers. Yes. I did it.
You have to give yourself more credit.
I can't, not yet. I'm not
Yes,
able to
you
give
can.
myself any credit until
Riley,
I feel like I can.
Yeah, but
I beat myself up way too hard about the things I mess up on, and I
That's
can
not
acknowledge
good.
that, but I refuse to say or think that I know what I'm doing yet, because I don't.
you know how to do a lot more than you did a couple months ago.
A couple months ago?
Yeah. You can't say no, because
I
every
don't
time I
know.
ask you how work was, you always say that I learned something new.
I don't know. It's just retaining that information. It's just...
Well, yeah, it doesn't come in like 1 year. It comes with years of practice.
So much. You have no idea. Do you know
I
how
mean,
many
I don't,
different
but-
types of... oh, what's the word? Material? Oh, no, I'm saying this whole thing wrong, I think. There's different names for different types of failures in the internals of engines. And I started to learn all about this with this online course that I'm have to take eventually anyway. It's crazy.
See, that's good. You just gotta have patience with yourself.
I don't know, I'll get there eventually. Eventually I'll be so smart I can diagnose everything just by fucking looking at it. Be like, yep, that's broken.
Or hearing it, and you're like, yeah.
Oh, luckily nowadays I can hear stuff and it's like, yep, that's broken. Which is good, because it's allowing us to fix our car and stuff, but anyway.
Little did we know there's so much shit wrong with our
There's
car.
so much shit wrong with our car.
Yeah.
If I had an unlimited amount of money, I would put everything brand new into that car that is currently on it. Actually, I would probably just do only the engine. Oh no, because there's bushings and stuff you'd probably have to do.
Don't know what
Bearings,
that is. I know what that is.
fluids in general. I read a post that someone was afraid that they ran their 2016 Golf like 60,000 miles without a transmission fluid change. I'm like, boy. I don't know. I think there's a thing. I think it's lifetime. I don't know. I'm gonna say the wrong thing and I'm gonna get called out for it. I know, because I don't know the answer. But anyway, the hour timer has gone off.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
I'm so sorry.
You
That
don't
went
have-
by so much quicker than I thought.
You don't have to apologize.
I spoke a lot, though.
That's okay. I don't mind. I like
No,
listening to you. If I had an issue with that, I don't think we would be married.
That's true.
So.
I feel like I blabbered on.
No.
Maybe next time we can do a game.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
How long do you think Monopoly takes with two people?
Oh God. No, we would not be able to play Monopoly. People don't like Monopoly. It's stupid. I love Monopoly.
It's not that I don't like Monopoly. It's a long game.
It's a goddamn good game.
And you always end up broke.
It doesn't matter. You have fun doing it. You're like, hey, I'll get you a drink for
It's kind of like life.
$50. That's how you make money.
Isn't Monopoly just like the game Life?
No, life is completely different.
Yeah, but same aspects?
No. I mean, it's a board game. That's how they're similar. Have you ever played the Game of Life board game?
Yeah, we
Oh.
used to have it.
Yeah.
Not
get, like,
you and me,
You get like
Life.
babies and cars and
Yeah, because it's called life.
Yeah. When you get babies in Monopoly.
I mean, you don't, but you get money in houses and buildings, and you fucking lose them too.
When you have to sell them. It's not like, oh, your house burnt down. You lost
You go
a house.
bankrupt.
I don't think... That's only when you lose everything.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a progression. In life, you can just go...
You're right to the end of the world.
I don't know. Maybe we'll find... we have other games.
I wouldn't mind playing Guess Who if we get that game.
We have games, I think, that we haven't opened yet.
We have that card game. Is it the dirty one? No, it's not the dirty one.
Oh, like Cards Against Humanity?
Yeah.
I don't know where that is.
I don't know where that is either.
We'd have to find it. But we'll do something else.
Yeah. Just, I apologize for rambling about the same goddamn topic, but I don't know. I was just super passionate. I want to talk more about it next time, but our hour is up. And I'm tired.
There's a warning on the phone.
And I still have to cook dinner.
Your battery is running low. Oh, we got to wrap this up then. Hopefully this doesn't stop randomly.
I don't think it will.
I don't know. But yeah, that won't go away, so we definitely for sure need to...
They won't see that warning.
Nope. Hopefully not. That'd be bad. You'll know if we have to record it again.
Yeah. So this podcast is probably going to be a little bit late, but that's okay. You can follow us on TikTok at The Barnes Podcast. This will also be on YouTube, so you can follow us on YouTube at The Barnes Podcast 23 because someone took fucking Barnes Podcast and there is nothing else I can do about it, so I apologize. But 23 is obviously the year that it was manifested and made. You can also follow me on TikTok at Apprehensive Goddess. And I post videos with Maya, mostly Maya now, sometimes cooking. Riley has YouTube.
Oh, please don't go look at my YouTube videos.
Why?
It's unnecessary. They're there. There's 60 of them. Have fun. They're gaming videos.
Some of them are really good. He plays CSGO. He plays...
They're not good. They're not good. I really wanted to try. I tried, and then...
you stopped.
And then I played Dark Souls 2, and I think that's what did it.
Why did
Fuck
it make
that game. It's a shit game. It's a terrible game. Dark Souls 1, good. Beat the whole thing. Played through the entire thing. Beat the whole thing.
Yeah, I saw him.
Dark Souls 2 sucked. Absolutely. I'm still stuck at a part I know vividly where you go down a ladder. It's just an area of fucking a bunch of people. Yeah, there's a huge guy that breathes fire too, and he just like goes, not dealing with it. I just cannot.
Well,
and I think you can run through it somehow, but I don't like Dark Souls 2. I tried.
okay.
Dark Souls 1, fun. Played the shit out of that game. Beat it.
It's okay. Well,
Dark
you
Souls,
can still check
and
them out.
I really want to play Dark Souls 3 eventually, but I don't think I'll ever get there.
You never know.
There's too much going on. But anyway, don't go look at my YouTube.
We've got time somewhere.
Don't go look at my YouTube.
Okay, never mind. Don't look at his YouTube. Not until he feels a little bit more confident about it.
Just
I'm not
don't.
confident about my channels either, but you know what? If you want to have a laugh, sometimes I sing on there too. It's not very good, but
Very good.
it's not very good. But you can enjoy it. Make fun of me if you want. Be nice about it though, because that's fucking rude. But yeah, so, well, I want to wish everyone a great evening or a great day, or if it's, I can't say that because someone else has that exit, but.
Good night.
No, I was going to say if it's your birthday, happy birthday, but Cinnamon Toast Ken
Oh, does he?
says that.
Well, good night.
Who says that?
Me. Right now.
Okay, well, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Love you guys. Enjoy. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.